Hello and welcome back everybody to Doing the Dishes, my segment on YouTube in which I challenge myself to cook a dish from every single country in the world. Today we're going to be looking at Pescado Encocado, and this is from an Ecuadorian dish and it means fish and coconut sauce. And it absolutely is amazing and I encourage all of you to try it out. Let's take a look at the ingredients. Got some halibut here, you can use any other kind of white ocean fish that you'd like. Oranges, limes, plantain is optional, some tomato, got an onion, cilantro, garlic, paprika, cumin, ground coriander, salt, some vegetable oil, some shredded coconut, and some coconut milk. And last but not least, a couple bell peppers. I went with a red and a yellow. And as usual, we'll start by chopping up all our veg. And with this particular dish, we're going to be marinating the fish. So we want the juice of our citrus fruits, some minced up garlic, and some salt and a couple other spices. And I let this sit overnight in the fridge, maybe about 12 or 14 hours, turning it every few hours because I didn't have enough marinade to cover the tops of the fish, so I wanted to make sure it all got soaked in there pretty good. And after you get all your spices in there, get it mixed up by hand pretty good. Cover it, and like I said earlier, just throw it in the fridge overnight, but at least an hour prior to cooking. And at any point during the marinating process, we'll go ahead and work on cutting up everything else and getting it prepped. This is my systematic way to break down bell peppers. I just put my blade right through the top, put my thumb in there, pull out the stem and the little seed sac, and then chop it into strips, and then chop it from there. Works like a charm every time. And we'll go ahead and finally chop our cilantro for our garnish. And then we'll break down our tomatoes with a rough chop. Nice and easy. And then optionally, you don't have to, but on the side, I went ahead and made some white rice to pair with my dish. Get your oil in, get it to a nice shimmer, and slap in your onion, get that stirred in. Then sweat down the peppers for about 5 to 10 minutes. Add some salt in there, give it a nice little seasoning. Stir it up. Cover it, let it chill for another 5 minutes. Now let's add our coconut milk. As well as, I went with, to thicken this, I went with some rice powder, but you can use cornstarch or flour. And then a nice generous handful of shredded coconut, get that stirred in, let that sit for a few minutes, and then we're gonna add our fish after that. Also the marinade, pour that in there, we don't wanna waste any of that goodness. Get that covered, set it to the side, and now off to the side again. Another optional thing you can do is fry up some plantains. I like to just get a little bit of oil in there, cook them for about a minute, add some sugar, a little bit of pepper to bring out the flavors, get those flipped, get them nice and caramelized on each side, and then they're good to go from there. And now after our fishy's been simmering in there for about 15 to 20 minutes, make sure it's an internal of 145 degrees. And let's get this bad boy plated up. Give it a taste. And again, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love and support on my videos. And if you haven't yet, please hit that like and subscribe button. And I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers, everybody. So I tried this with the lime and the coconut, but nothing seems to happen.